Can I get a shout out to Winnie Dot? A shout out to Winnie.
We're going to start off with some vintage tea, if you will, some throwback tea, okay? But it coincides with what's going on now, okay? Because it's always relevant, because it's always something popping up when it comes to Zeus Network, Baddies, and selling coochie. Let's look at it like that, okay? All right. So yeah. If you guys remember, this is Tanisha Thomas. She is a reality star, OG as well, reality TV OG, Hall of Fame, if you will. When I think of Bad Girls Club, Tanisha is one of the girls. It's not exactly specifically Natalie. It's between both of them, because I vividly remember her. She actually is one of the co-creators of Baddies as well, right? But yeah, so this is when Tanisha spilled the tea on Natalie and Tommie sleeping with Zeus Network producers. What? You know what's crazy? Natalie has been married for years, y'all.
Wait. Let me think.
Let's go.
Strictly platonic. But when Blueface did that, remember he did the Baddies? But strictly platonic. But when Blueface did that, remember he did the Baddies thing? When they was doing that, Natalie was setting up to go down to Miami. Remember she went down there? She went down there to Miami with, remind me again, who was the first set of girls? Oh God, I'm seeing her in my head. Blonde girl, tiny girl, from Bad Girls Club. All the Bad Girls Club was there. Was it Shannon? No, she was pissed. She was livid. She called me. I never forget it. That phone was right here. Janelle was down there. Judy was down there cutting the fuck up. Sarah was down there cutting the fuck up. Yes. Sarah, Christina, Seven wasn't in Miami, I don't think. I'm talking about Miami, and I'm saying it specifically for a reason. All right, let me get back to the story. Okay. So the tea is, Rocky was there too. Hey, boo, I miss you too. Jada, yes. No, Amber was never there. Nah, it wasn't Amber. Okay. Come, let me tell you the tea. So, Daryl, follow the story, who is Lemmy's right hand, right? Convinced Lemmy to go down to Miami to see what was going on. I'm going to take off the comments so I get the story right? To see what was going on with he was like, no, you got to get these girls. They would have started the Bad Girls Club. I've been telling you, whatever. Lemmy was skeptical. Okay. At the time, I think he might have had Jocelyn's Cabaret. I think so. Yes. I think he had Jocelyn's Cabaret. Yeah, I think so. So anyway, they go down to Miami. Shit gets crazy or whatever the case is. But Lemmy kind of sees, they nuts. Like, yeah, we need to shoot this. So I think they do like that quick trailer thing. Okay, to make a long story short, Lemmy's still kind of skeptical. Lemmy starts asking around. Of course, his family's like, yeah, we know Tanisha. Tanisha's like the star of that show. She was the breakout star. People love the Bad Girls Club. Definitely take a chance on it, whatever. Whole time, old boys falling in love with Scamily. They know each other forever, okay? And I guess Scamily gets wind of this, and I ain't gonna dig too much, but stuff pops off. Anyway, they work out some sort of a deal. He pushes for it, Daryl, and Natalie gets season 1, right? I end up coming on board. Y'all remember that whole thing? Yeah, so from the moment I got there, I could tell this nigga, he willing to die for her. Literally wanted her to leave her marriage and everything. Like he was when I talk about in love. Yeah. And the tea is until Tommie and another one of the baddies messed with him. And I won't call her name because she's, my sister. Allegedly, through the grapevine, one of them was messing with him, and allegedly so did Tommie. And that's what really is what the beef was about between Tommie and that. Like they go way back. Yo, if I really spill this fucking tea, blow this whole.
You see, that's what's crazy, because that actually make a lot of sense, because we know now they're at least cordial or something about the money and stuff like that. But then again, it could be a Scotty and honor situation, honor whack, right? So the whole time Tommie and Natalie are beefing allegedly over sleeping with the producers? What the hell?
Oh, shut up. You hear me? Up on the show. I won't call her name. Because like I said, that's my sister. Yeah. She ain't do nothing to her for that, but she made sure she got beat up, and it was up between her and Tommie after that. So anyway, I don't know this. This is all alleged, but I will say this, okay? My sources are pretty valid, and my sources is still in that. My source who told me all of this, besides what I already knew, is still in that circle. So I have an inkling that a lot of it is true. And I know for sure the Daryl stuff was true because, well, I saw it. I was there. And here's the thing. I don't know if you know him. He should have been the boss to me. Because he, to me, is the brain. And he's so fucking talented and fine and whatever. But fucking madly in love with that girl. Literally told me at the reunion, outside of the fucking Dream Hotel, that he would die for Natalie. I said, what? He was like, I'll die for her. I'll take a bullet for her. I said, what the fuck? What's going on? Like, you know she married. The fuck is going on? Anyway, but this ain't no tea. Let me tell you. Hold on. Listen.
Y'all let me know. Is this recent? Y'all know, I thought this was because it's actually OT to her, but maybe new to us. I think this is recent, y'all. Tanisha spilled some tea on Natalie Nunn and Tommie Lee allegedly getting into it because they were both sleeping with the same producer on Zeus Network. She also claims this producer wanted Natalie to leave her marriage and was willing to unalive himself for her. Have y'all seen this before?
For as long as I know Miss Nunn, the madam, men go nuts over her. I don't know what she's doing. Okay? I don't know. But every man I have ever known to get close to that girl goes crazy. Nuts. Okay?
Yeah, I knew I wasn't tripping because I was like, nah, I ain't heard of this before. Okay, yeah, okay. Yeah. Okay, cool. You said I'm surprised I didn't pick this up. Well, I did pick it up. We watching it now. Let's go.
All right. Jacob ain't going nowhere. Please, Jacob watching and laughing. They have an arrangement. Okay, I'm sure. And she did exactly what she said she was going to do. But niggas love her. They love her. I don't know what she's doing. I asked her to show me. I said, let me see the soap you using. Show me the tricks you be doing. I said, show it to me, sis, because the way they go nuts. I mean, they kind of go nuts over me too, mine. But not.
Hey, she had to put that in there. Tanisha look, she got that weight off of her, man. Tanisha looking good. She had a little, she had like a transformation like Lizzo. You know? She looked good, man. Tanisha looking good.
Not the way they go nuts for her. You know? Yeah. Why the fuck you atting her? Now I'm gonna block you. You see that? That's what I don't like. Why you atting her in this live? Why you gonna do? And you a guy too. Blocked. Let's block you. Messy as fuck. Damn it! I can't tell a story without y'all being what you said? Maybe it's her personality. I mean,
why does it matter if they tagging Natalie? She go see it. Natalie is all over the internet. Natalie be spilling tea and arguing with fans in the damn comment section in the blogs. If you don't think nobody sent this to Natalie, if you don't think Natalie is probably following Tanisha on a ghost account or something like that, and what, bruh, come on, bruh. Natalie is tapped in. Stop playing. But this whole situation is crazy though, because like I said, it coincides with what Tesehki just released, right? And we gonna talk about it.
Listen, you know I always tell you, I will never tell you a lie. She's one of the most funnest people that I've ever encountered. She's really fun. She's the life of the party. She knows how to party. Okay? That's it. And then she also will, she's generous when she wants to be. Yeah, she's generous when she wants to be. She could be. But I feel like there's a reason behind that. Yeah. Like it's not from the kindness of her heart. It's calculated. Yeah. That's what I feel. That's how I always felt. Amazing businesswoman, very driven, but strictly platonic. But when Blueface did that, remember he did the Baddies thing?
Man, this is crazy, y'all. So yeah, so that was Tanisha spilling tea that, you know, allegedly Natalie and Tommie original beef, the reason that they didn't like each other so much was because they were sleeping with the same producer. And some other guy, I guess, was head over heels for her. You know, so she doing something. Maybe Natalie doing Kegels, not blowjobs. She giving chin jobs. Maybe she give a mean chin job. Okay, we don't know what Natalie do with that chin. You know, behind closed doors. You know what I mean? In between the sheets. You know.
Bitch.
Lord have mercy, I'm about to bust.
Woo! Shit! Ah!
I don't know what Natalie doing. Natalie do seem like a freak to me though. All right. She definitely seems like a freak to me. Okay. But this is not a coincidence, y'all. Why do they keep bringing this up? Why do they keep saying this? It's given that they all selling coochie, like I told y'all, allegedly.
I pay for the puss, okay. I pay for the puss, okay. I pay for the puss, okay.
All right, that's the vibe I'm getting.
Bitches, you a slut. You a dirty ass fucking slut ass bitch.
You suck mad dick, you're not holy. You suck mad dick, you're a thought. You're not. Get the fuck. Let me.
Okay, and it's crazy because remember look, it's crazy too. So remember, we just watched the Baddies Africa auditions, right? I think it was part 2. Do y'all remember the girl that came up and just literally just started showing her breast and literally pulled her pants down and started showing her coochie and all that? And Zesty Santana was like, ooh, I mean, we will understand why he react like that, but it was still funny. He was like, ooh, like, what? You know what I'm saying? Like, he was acting like he was disgusted. All right, but anyways, Carisha and Natalie was down with it. She didn't fight or nothing, y'all, right? They gave her a ticket. Natalie and Carisha gave her a ticket, right? Come to find out, y'all, why was it Russian Cream that just got picked on the show? Because I was like, I don't even remember this Russian Cream chick. She looked different from when she was at the auditions. All she did was literally show her coochie. And they gave her a ticket and now she on the show. And when you look her up, I had to do my own research purposes. Oh, she busting it open. Like she smashing. She basically a porn star. I said, whoa.
The 12th, 2015.
Yes.
Okay. And have they been changed in any way according, based on what's in front of you?
No.
Okay. Your Honor, at this time, the state now moves to admit.
You a nasty ass trick.
So it's like they getting they stable together, allegedly. Okay. But yeah, the reason I wanted to react to that is because remember, we just talked about Tesehki not being brought back on Baddies, okay? And she's saying it's because she didn't want to sell no coochie. But my thing is, hear me out. And I'm just, you know what I mean? I'm just being logical here, okay? I'm just being logical. Y'all let me know if I'm way off base. Just hear me out. Do y'all honestly believe if Natalie, the creator of Baddies, is smashing, right? Producers and all of that. And allegedly, remember, let me smash it. Remember, we played the phone call when he said he was smashing, right? If Natalie and Tommie is smashing, y'all don't think anybody else got to on a lower tier? Let's be honest. Like, let's not play stupid. Especially the ones that's on for multiple seasons. So you telling me Tesehki been on Baddies for 3 seasons, and they just now coming to her to sell some coochie? You know, like she wants us to believe that.
Bitch, please. Who you fooling?
I just me. But anyways, she says, ish too good to be humping for some coins. I'm a getting money type of B. Remember, she is a former exotic dancer. Okay, it's never all. Nothing is absolute. But we all know exotic dancers, them strippers, got a reputation for selling coochie off after hours, or even sometimes during hours. All right, take you in the back of the back room, you know what I'm saying, a strip private dance. Okay, pay a little extra, you can have some fun time, some love me long time, right? But I'm just saying, that's what a lot of exotic dancers got a stigma. Let's just say that, okay? Anywho, she says, I'm a getting money type of B. I do what I want, when I want, how I want, a star, and still have my dignity, okay? So here's my thing. I'm giving everybody, all right? I'm getting everybody the side eye that's on Zeus. I don't put nobody on that pedestal because the network, right, has way too many allegations. Everybody literally everybody can be lying. And some people lying? Yes, of course. It's a numbers game, right? And then you just gotta balance it out, like who you believe and this and that. But once the stories just keep getting repetitive, right? So we got Tanisha, right, who's an original Zeus, right? Obviously, original Bad Girls Club back in the day, but like literally has something to do with Baddies even being on Zeus and all that stuff, right? Because if you guys did not know, Baddies actually started off on OnlyFans, right? But anyways, they brought it over to Zeus Network, right? We got all these people saying that some way or another, one way or another, everybody's sleeping with each other. It don't matter if it's producers, if it's the CEO Lemmy, if it's Natalie, the creator of the damn show, producers, like I said, security guards, like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's smashing. It's like one big freak off, right? Yeah, so why would Tesehki just be all of a sudden the moral police? You on the show beating people, knocking people teeth out. Y'all drink all day, you know what I mean, smoke, twerking. I mean, it's all on some degenerate stuff. Let's just be honest. It's a guilty pleasure. It's ghetto, it's ratchet. We love it, but let's just call it for what it is, right? Of everybody on the network, all of a sudden, you the one that's the eyeball out. That's been here for 3 seasons, by the way. Even been on there after Krayshawn, okay, has left. You the one that's, I'm like, you know, you the only one that left with your dignity. You know, they said, Tifa, say the name or at them. They can't beat you up. What you scared of? I mean, it's so many names. If the shoe fit, it fits. I'm talking about me and what I won't do, love. Okay. So she said it's too many names to name of people that's on Zeus. Okay. Everybody that's on Zeus, you know, I don't know. She's basically saying there's so many people on Zeus that's smashing, especially on Baddies, but it's too many to name, and she not gonna say no names, but she gonna say what she's not doing. I don't know. What y'all thinking? Oh, I forgot about that. They was at the Diddy. Come on, y'all. Come on, man. All right, I don't know, man. I don't know. So, anyways, I just thought that was pretty interesting. How Tanisha just talked about that. Then obviously, Tesehki all of a sudden talking about, obviously she was propositioned or, you know, offered or whatever the case may be. She like, nah. So that's why she's not being brought back on the show. And I'm like, that's kind of crazy, you know? But then again, like I said, when we see stuff like this, I don't know who to believe, you know?
What?
But wait, there's more.
So Tesehki, the very next day, responds to, I guess, some fans, right? Questioning things and asking questions, right? So somebody says, y'all definitely forgot to add Tesehki pick. No shade, right? You're gonna lose subscriptions. I'm like, blah, blah, what? Anyways, just because Tesehki's not on there anymore. So look, Tesehki says, y'all gotta chill. I'm gonna be on Zeus, but on something different. Huh? If y'all unsubscribe, y'all won't see it. Yes, y'all can express y'all feelings of me not being on Baddies Africa, but don't unsubscribe until I say to. Joking, but no, stay. It's okay. Y'all, I promise I'm not tripping and could have been on Baddies Africa if I wanted to. Y'all know. Well, yeah, when she say that, she basically saying that, you know, if she was willing to throw the cootie cat out there, she'll still be on the show. But she said she still gonna be on Zeus, but on something different. And I'm like, what the hell she gonna be on? If she couldn't carry, you know, I mean, she obviously can't carry her own show because she can't even be, you know what I mean, just a regular cast member getting minimal camera time on another show. She's, you know what I mean, smoking and falling asleep and not really saying nothing and not going to bookends. You know what I mean? It was just a lot. I'm like, what the hell going on, right? So, what is she gonna be on, y'all? She ain't gonna be on Johnson's Cabaret, right? She gonna be on a new Zoo show, right? I mean, I heard rumors about her and her husband having issues. I mean, she gonna have a love show. I don't know. Like, what is Tesehki talking about saying that she's still gonna be on something different? You know, the only thing I can think of, which will be super random, and I don't know how it will work out, right? But remember when those weird rumors came out that Tesehki fought Ming Lee, Nicki Minaj's sister, on Baddies Gone Wild? What was that about? Hold on. Because she said she go pop up on something different. Baddies Gone Wild is popping up. And I'm like, why would they even say that? She would have to be in Brazil. But remember, they didn't really show us everything that was going on on Baddies Gone Wild. Baddies Gone Wild is still actually a blur. The only thing that I can think of, is when Scotty showed up, right? But that's pretty much it. Outside of that, we really don't know what's going on. But like I said, I do vividly remember, for some odd reason, they kept popping up in the algorithm, you know, and they was like saying that, yeah, because remember this dude was lying. You remember this? Hold on. They already said that this guy was lying.
Sister Ming ain't got too much going on. What the fuck is you doing fighting Tesehki from Baddies?
Just shut the fuck up. You a grown-ass man with balls between your legs just making no fucking sense. Anything for a fucking storyline, I guess.
Nice Sister Ming.
Right? So, I don't know. I'm just trying to, you know, we just spitballing, just kind of freestyling, just throwing some things out there to make some things make sense. So I'm like, okay, what is she gonna pop up on? You know? Like, what can she pop up on Zeus? If she can't even deal with Baddies, you know? I don't know. But I mean, I'll keep you guys updated, you know, but, you know, Tesehki said she could have easily been on Baddies if she wanted to, but she also say she's not around because she's not willing to, I guess, sell coochie, right? Hunch for coins. That's literally what she said. Hump for coins, right? She has dignity, right? But then we got Tanisha just a week ago from Bad Girls Club. That's the co-creator of Baddies, saying that Natalie and Tommie was sleeping with producers. You know? So I'm like, bruh, what the hell is going on? You know what's crazy about all of this too? This isn't necessarily against the law, right? Because, you know, I haven't heard anything about forcing or entrapment or, you know what I mean, napping or, you know what I'm saying? Like abduction. It's just, honestly, they just buying coochie and, you know what I mean? They selling. So it's all, you know what I mean? What's the word? Consensual. You know? Now, is it ethical? No. But let's be honest. I mean, I don't know what the statistics are now because with social media and how everything is nowadays and stuff like that. But I mean, ask your grandpa, your grandma, your uncles, your older brothers, older sisters. A lot of people met and was hunching at the job. Hold on. Let's look at that statistic. Most. No, let's see. So it's different now, man. It used to be a huge percentage. I guess look what social media has done to this. In fact, according to our survey, 1 in 14, 7% Americans met their spouse at work. A fifth, 19%, had a romantic relationship with somebody from the office, and half would consider a workplace fling. That's a lot. 50% will even consider it. And you got to remember, y'all, you got to take this with a grain of salt. The stats be way higher because it be people that be lying. It definitely people that do these surveys and be acting like they goody two shoes, but they slept with their boss. They slept with a coworker. You know what I mean? All type of stuff. All right. Like, yeah, like my ex, like we were together for 7-8 years. We met at work. You know, it really be like that. A lot of people meet at college and a lot of people meet at school, and it's not just a relationship. It's just, it's fling. People be, y'all, stop acting dumb. It don't matter where y'all work. Y'all can act slow, but if people work, it don't matter. It could be a warehouse job. It could be retail. It could be corporate. People be smashing at work. And the crazy thing about it, just like how we be talking about the Annas, the Lemmys, the Scotties, the Natalie, all this stuff, people know at work. Y'all. And you can, and look, I'm honestly, y'all, I've always been one of the people that always stay to myself, right? I do my job, get the hell out of there. You know what I'm saying? You can even be the most mind your business type of person and you still gonna know who's smashing. You feel me? Just from body language or, people being nosy, telling you, telling you the tea and stuff like that. Even if it's unsolicited, you know what I'm saying? You're like, damn, like I didn't really need to know this, but okay. You're gonna keep telling me, hey man, did you hear about Tom and Rebecca? You know what I mean? Did you know about this, that? So, it's still juicy tea. All right. It's still juicy tea, but like they all be smashing at work. All right. But yeah, you say I work at the post office, everybody humping. That's what I be saying. There you go. You met your boyfriend at work. There you go. Okay. But yeah, so I don't know what to make of this, y'all. I guess I'll keep you guys updated. She's saying this is not the last that we're gonna see of Tesehki. She's gonna be on another Zeus show. Somebody in the comment section said maybe a fight show, but I don't even know how that will work because Tesehki doesn't really have a personality. Maybe if she jumped off the screen like a Summer, like a Krayshawn, like a Tommie, like a Natalie, you know what I'm saying? I think she could carry. That's the thing about being a reality TV star. There's reality TV cast members, right? But there's a difference between a reality TV star. You can be on reality TV, but you're not a star. You know what I'm saying? When you watch Jersey Shore, there was, you know what I mean? There was Vinny, right? But then again, there was Paulie D, right? There was Snooki, right? When you watch Real Housewives, you know what I'm saying? There's a Nene Leakes, right? There's a Candy, like, people that jump off the damn screen. You know what I'm saying? Tammy Romaine, right? New York, right? Jocelyn, you know what I mean? It's Tommie, like, it's people that jump off the screen. I don't see that with Tesehki at all, so I don't know. But yeah, man, I'll keep you guys updated, I guess. But she says she's not selling coochie. That's why she's not on Baddies, allegedly. But yeah, I guess, like I said, Tanisha just spilled some tea about Tommie and Natalie sleeping with the same Zeus producer, which is crazy, okay? But anywho, the world is in is in a crazy situation right now, because as the days go by, guys, it's gonna be hard to, see the difference between AI and real life. Okay, now when you watch this is clearly AI, but this is crazy. All right, y'all, why they made an AI version of a Zeus network cameraman filming Baddies, and look how accurate it is, except for one thing. And at the end of this clip, I want you guys, during the clip as well, I want you guys to type in the chat what you guys think is unrealistic. Okay, but for the most part, it's like, whoa, it's pretty on point. So check it out. You wake up as a cameraman on Baddies. Let's go. 8 a.m.
Roll camera.
Get the camera out of my face.
So in the chat, what look, somebody said that's AI. You see how scary it is?
Wait a minute, hold up.
Wait. Let me think.
Hold up. What is this shit?
Okay. You said the movements don't look right? Okay. Thank you. There was food, y'all. Thank you. Somebody called it out. Okay. That's the only thing that was unrealistic about that. Y'all know damn well they not getting fed. Okay. Let me pause it. Hold on. This dude look real. That was when Anna Mac was fighting. That was crazy. But anyways, look, that's the only thing that's fake. That's the only thing that's unbelievable. Okay.
What?
I know you don't believe that. I know you don't believe that. That's why I'm not jumping. That's why I just got it.
Bitch, please. Who you fooling?
We don't believe you.
Okay. You said all this ain't real. They never eat. Exactly. You said this looks scary. It do look real, huh? That's all I was saying. So that's what it's saying. That's what it looked like now. Imagine what something like this can look like, 5 years from now, 10 years from now. That's crazy. So yeah, I thought that was pretty funny, like mainly because of the food situation. Other than that, I was like, man, this look kind of crazy. You said they should have used noodles. Yeah, that would have been more realistic. They had shrimp and rice and all that. I'm like, man, they is not feeding them girls like that. Okay. You said, it was only one plate, so it's kind of realistic. So you telling me the cameraman is eating, but not the damn girls? It looked like a video game? Okay. So yeah, I just thought that was pretty, you said this is scary? Yeah, I just thought it was pretty interesting. Okay, I thought this was pretty interesting because it's pretty much on point though. Outside of that, y'all, this is what I would think the life of a Baddies cameraman will be like, right? They behind the scenes, they in the club, they fighting. He come back from the hotel because I'm sure he's not sleeping in the same, I'm sure they're not sleeping in the same house as the girls and stuff. So they all gonna meet up, right? They travel, they in a Sprinter, right? They getting the camera gear together, the walkie-talkies and stuff like that, right? They talking to the producers, staging everything. You see, they showed them talking, and then next minute it show you them fighting. Now they run into the scene to fight and stuff like that to try to get a scene. That was unreal, right? You see the lobster and shrimp and stuff, But yeah, this is getting very scary when it comes to the AI. Okay, when it comes to the AI. All right.